So today, on the very first episode of CelebreTEENS, we have with us one of the most loved contestants of MTV's reality show, Roadies, Rohan Hingorani.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm loved that much, man. You're making me more loved than
No, you're really the most loved contestant.
Thank you. Yeah. So nice to meet you guys, Khan.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tanya. So yeah, let's.
So,
How do you guys want to?
you're an Australian and
Yeah.
you've been in the Australian forces for over 2 years. So,
2 years,
how
yeah.
extreme was it?
Roadies to me was, I thought it was a very fun journey overall. It was something that, like, to me when I was going there, I'm like, they're gonna feed you, you get to jump off stuff. It's for a month. It's like a win-win, right? So I'm like, there's nothing to lose and like everything to win. So yeah, it was extreme, but like. I mean, in our tents and stuff, we still had like a mattress on the floor, and we had a toilet with a proper toilet. So yeah, for me it was like it's pretty comfortable, pretty luxurious.
Yeah. Did you ever expect that from the Australian forces you'll come in India and become one of the loved contestants?
Never. So I moved to India on the 9th of May 2016, and like when I was here, I just did not think in any way that I would be on a reality show and stuff like this. I think I just got lucky. I'm very grateful to have sort of been on this.
Why did you come to India, like from Australian forces?
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit older than you guys. When I was 19, I enlisted in the army. I discharged when I was 21. I finished university, and then before moving to India, so the year of 2015, I was traveling around the world, and I'm like, okay, now what do? I wanted to do something that I really would enjoy doing. So then I'm like, okay, I want to start a business, something in the vegan food space. And then like this was in January 2016. I'm like, what do I do? So I went back to Australia. I was there for a month. I packed up everything I had, and I decided to move to India because it's a big market. Like especially in the food space, so I'm like, if I want to do a business, India is a good market for it.
So, as you said that you've traveled over 40 countries at the age of 22.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
how was your experience?
It was really good. So to be honest, it wasn't planned. I feel like nothing in my life is planned. So in December 2014, I'm like, again, like I want to do something exciting because I was just working at the time, and I'm like, it's getting a bit boring. So in February 2015, I came to India for my cousin's wedding in Pune, and after that, I went to Spain for a month to study Spanish. Then I'm like, I planned like I traveled a bit of Europe, so I went to Portugal, I went to Morocco, Switzerland. So I traveled throughout Europe. And then I went to Dubai to visit my parents, and I'm like, okay, what do I do now? Like, I've learned Spanish. I could go back to Australia, go back to a job and like work, which is boring. So then I'm like, no, I want to travel more. So I'm like, I've learned a bit of Spanish. I'll go to South America and learn Spanish. I mean, like, expand on those Spanish skills. And that's what I did. I went there. I traveled from Argentina to Brazil, across to Bolivia, Peru, all along the East Coast into Central America, North America. Then I traveled Asia, so I went to Sri Lanka. I traveled from south of India to Nepal. And I went to China, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, all of Asia. And yeah, that's what.
Following a vegan diet for a very long time, so how does it feel?
Vegan diet right now, I mean while traveling, or just in general? Just in
general.
In general, to be honest, my diet is very boring. So like, as lame as it sounds, I can eat like 2 kilos of bananas a day, and then like you give me a plate of plain rice and I'll be a very happy person. So, but the vegan diet is not that boring. You guys can enjoy it. So like we're at Bombay Salad right now. They've got a really good vegan chocolate mousse. It's very heavy, but like, So there's always, I mean, like, it's a pretty fun diet, but you got to put in a bit of effort for it. And, well, I tell everyone the perks of it is, how old are you guys?
16.
16. 16. Okay, when you're 50, you'll be very good looking if you follow a vegan diet. So like, yeah, that's my.
You can see that by your face.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just woke up a little while ago, so yeah. That's it's something that sorry, you're making me sound like I'm 90 years old. But like, yeah, it's something that I feel that when you're older, you want to look at you feel good. It's good for the environment. It's good for like you're not harming animals and stuff. So it's a very ethical, healthy diet.
The journey in roadies was quite a thrilling one.
Yeah.
But you should have been a bit selfish.
Nah, man. Like I don't look at it like that.
You always pitched for Shruti and then you got eliminated.
No, to be honest, so it was funny, right? Like, at times there were arguments and fights going on, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I don't understand half of this stuff. The other half, I don't want to understand. Like, it was one of those things, like, I enjoyed doing the tasks. That was really fun for me.
Like the
With the
semi-final
whole-
task were made for you, like
Which semi-final?
semi-final and the final task, the strength and all. It was like made for your training.
Yeah, but to be fair, like we had Sharan over there, he's very strong. So like, you know, the semi-final task the task before the semi-finals, the last task that I did where I got out, the wrestling task, wrestling the balls and stuff, that task. Before that, I got an injection for my ribs. And like, at that point, I looked at Sharan. I was just like, if I'm going up against that guy, my ribs are bad. He's got 20 kilos on me. Should I even try? But I did. I was like, I'm not gonna just like sort of give up, and yeah, it just didn't work out too well. So. But in terms of being selfish, I wouldn't. So now thinking back in hindsight, I wouldn't go back and play in a different way. I'd still do the same thing and like, yeah.
So, what are your views on Shruti getting betrayed in the semi-final task?
Oh yeah. So I got out on a day, and the next day in the evening she comes. She's like, yeah, I got out. Yeah, she was pretty upset about it because, yeah, I mean, she could have been better off if she got a bigger gag. My views are like, yeah.
I just planned it that Shruti will go with two guys, but then they would change it. Sharan changed it.
Yeah, Sharan decided last minute. She was going to go with Sharan and
She was going to go with Sharan and Kashyap.
yeah. But yeah, like I mean, she was pretty bummed about it, but she like I think her perspective on all of this is very positive. She looks at it like, you know, she still got to the end of the journey. She didn't win, but like, yeah. I mean, so she's fine with it, so I'm fine with it.
One of the most shocking moments of the journey was that you just got knocked out before the semi-final task.
Yeah.
Do you think you were more deserving than some other contestants on the journey?
Look, if I was more deserving, I'd be there. So it's
But you didn't lose the task, you just got voted out because of the gas.
But voting, like the whole the structure of roadies is such that voting is a very big part of it. So it just goes without saying. I mean, like you just have to do it. You have to be political. You have to play your cards right, and like you have to be with people in a way that they wouldn't vote for you or would vote for you or whatever. So it's part of the game. Yeah, I'm not good at that stuff. I'm like, you tell me to jump off something, I'm like, yeah, it would be fun. Anything more than that, it's like, yeah. I mean, like, yeah.
So we all saw you giving your best in all the tasks, but when you were chosen to distract Kashish, then we didn't see you giving your best.
Oh yeah. So when I was hung up there, firstly the thing was the tapes were like digging into my ribs, and they kept me there for quite a while. And then you know those little bombs that they gave me? We'll go after this and we'll play with them. If I throw it at you, you won't feel a thing. So he's like there, I'm like throwing it at him, he's like, dude, what? Like, I just saw his face, I'm like, yeah, he's not feeling a thing. Because it's literally, it just sort of pops, but it's not gonna distract you. So like, I tried like aiming for his head and stuff, but it didn't really work. and we couldn't even say anything. So I felt like to distract the person, you can shout and scream and like say stuff, but yeah, like during that time, at least for me, the person hanging can't say anything. So
Even it took the flag off you very quickly.
yeah. That was, like, I don't have words for that. That was just a horrible performance.
You're also a part of MTV's reality show Splitsvilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have Shruti on the show.
Yeah.
Do you think we already have an ideal match on the show?
So today at 7 p.m. you shall find out. No, today you won't find out. But like, yeah, you should. The journey is gonna be quite interesting. It's one of those journeys that, like, to me, if you compare Roadies and Splitsvilla, Roadies was fun as in you're like jumping off stuff, going from one place to another, living in tents and stuff. Splitsvilla was more of you really got to be in the game. With Roadies, we had Nikhil always like guiding us through stuff. He'd always, even to the word outs, he'd be like, Nikhil's there, so you'll just go casual. I would just go casually, be like, yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, with Splitsvilla, it's every man for himself, so it was like pretty full on. But I can't disclose too much. Otherwise, yeah.
I was just looking at your Instagram pictures and the comments. Many of the girls were asking you, are you married?
Yeah.
And you said maybe.
Yeah. Just as a joke, I like pulling people's legs. So like, I'm just like that. I do that pretty often. So like the other day, I put up a photo saying that, like, the caption was looking for a wife in the woods or something, and like I got a few "marry me?" question mark. I was like, okay, full stop, okay, full stop, and then like so many started coming, so I was just like,
I think I should also comment.
I'll send proposals to my mom. She will approve it. If she approves, then yeah.
So you have a check mark on Roadies and Splitsvilla. So is it time for the biggest of them all, Big Boss?
I don't know. We'll find out. If I tell you now, then like, yeah, it's one of those things that you got to sort of see how everything goes, and like they've got their own criteria to want someone and all of that. So I am open to everything. Right now, I am working on some vegan stuff. So yeah, I mean that's been my bigger goal in life, because I believe it's something that can truly benefit society and can truly help people, and like that's something I really want to do. So right now I'm focusing a bit on that. But yeah, like I'm always open to anything that comes my way, so I don't like that.
So you were not talking to Shruti in the first episode of Splitsvilla.
Yeah.
Why? She said some ego problems or something like that.
Nah, yeah, it was like two reasons. Like, first, I'm like, why should I impress her? I've impressed her enough. And secondly, like, I thought she's not gonna go kiss me either way. So I'm like, there's 8 other girls that I could talk to. So I'm like, yeah, but you guys will find out everything in today's episode. Oh well, you'll find out everything in the coming weeks. So I can't even tell too much right now. So
She said she wanted to kiss you if you would have talked to her.
yeah, I did. I said hello and I hugged her. So yeah, it was like I thought that was like, my hugs are pretty good. Like I thought that would do the job, but like it didn't. So, bit of love.
So as I said, you are the most loved contestant in MTV Roadies,
Yeah,
but it does have haters.
Yeah.
In your case, it was really hard to find, but we have found some.
Oh wow.
So we want you to respond to them.
Yeah, sure.
First one,
Okay.
from Medico India.
Medico India. That's not real. Give me some poison. I cannot take fake romances anymore. Fair enough. Medico India is entitled to his own opinion. Yeah, he'll find out. I'm not going to say anything more. Okay, this is going to be a bit hard. Ghar pe agar tere machhar. I don't know what that means.
Mosquito.
Oh, machhar. आया तो उसे भी मत मारना, काटने देना उसे. कॉकरोच या छिपकली आई तो उस अपने पे काट. Okay. So Amy or Abby, 1987. So that would make you 31 years old. I think you need a life. Like, come on, man. Like, it's if you're saying I'm too peaceful, I like to fight for something that I truly think is worth fighting. So yeah, if he thinks I'm just one of those to sort of let everything happen, then fair enough. Like, good for him. Living lucky. Living is spelled wrong. Finally, if you remember that तुम्हें महकदीप ने एक बात बोली थी तू कभी नहीं जीतेगा बंधन. Hey, I read this, yeah. And उस दिन से मैं वेट कर रहा था तू कब निकलेगा और आज से निकल गया. I'm so happy अब तेरी महबूबा की बात. Oh man, 19 likes, wow. Okay, yeah, living lucky, bro. Like, I don't know if your name is Lucky, but like the bandar or bandar is you really. So yeah.
They're actually giving you like attention. By
Yeah,
writing
yeah,
this one, like they're
Thank you.
wasting
Yeah, thanks, man. But like, you should tell him that, like, living lucky. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't respond to you, but I do love you a lot. So yeah.
You uploaded this post, which
Yes.
became quite controversial.
Oh.
You got many comments on this one.
Yeah. Read quite a few. Man, it's all in Hindi, so can someone like speed it up?
We love Mr. Beast 3019 says, we love our motherland. Please don't make fool of us. Delete the post, please.
Otherwise what?
Delete these fake.
Otherwise dot. Otherwise 5 dots. Fuck, I'm scared. Like, shit. I don't know. Like, I'm so scared of Mr. Beast 3019 underscore. Like, yeah, come on. I mean, I was trying to convey a point. It's facts about dairy, and if you read it, if you try to think about it, you'll understand what it truly means. If you read into the dairy industry, you'll understand why it's not the most ethical industry, it's not the healthiest thing to drink, and that has to change, it needs change. In India right now, we've got heaps of people that are vegetarian. Are you guys vegetarians? Or the chicken is good.
Yeah.
No, it's one of those things, man. I never force people that veganism is the only way, or eating a plant-based diet is the healthiest thing. The way I look at it, I'd like to educate people, tell them what the facts are. If it's something that you believe in, it's something like an inner calling for you, you want to subscribe to it, fair enough. If you don't, that's your call. Like my family, I came from a meat-eating family. I used to eat meat myself. I've transitioned into being vegan. It's not something that happened overnight. So yeah, it's something I believe in. I like to let people know about it as education, as knowledge. You want to change your lifestyle after that, do it. If you don't, that's your problem.
So what was one of the things you stopped eating? Which was your favorite?
Nutella. But you do get vegan Nutella as well, but it's just not as, it's not, there's a minor difference, I think. So yeah. Oh, Mr. Beat is back. Wow, this guy, like, I really should follow him. I mean, like, they're not, like, yeah. Okay.
जो तू हो है ना आज डेयरी नहीं होती तो वाह नहीं होता दूध किसका पीता है रे. You're
To
not
answer that first part, so while growing up, when I was at university, so when I was 16 years old, I wasn't at university, but I was at school, and I grew up, so from the age of about maybe 13 to about 19, I would drink a liter of milk every day. So that's the sort of diet I grew up in. And like, to answer his question, doodh kiska peeta hai re? Back in the day, cow's milk, Mr. Beast. Like, come on.
you're
Good
not
question, though.
deserving to be there. First research on what you post. Don't just make fun and be popular. And कुछ इतना है तो जा हो रहा है वहाँ रुकवा समझा और otherwise get lost.
Guys, jump in. That's Mr. Beast, man. Like, I love you. I really do. And I'd really want to meet you someday and give you a hug, because you really need a bit of loving and love.
Again?
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
like,
Beast.
he's like just.
Oh my god,
Can
that's
be
a
on your
very
phones.
long message. Alright.
Don't just fake yourself
Oh,
and
this is- yeah.
make fun of dairy. India is known for its spirituality and religious belief. Cow is a holy animal. अगर एक जगह हुआ है ऐसा तो डेयरी का मजाक मत बना. एक आधी जगह देखा होगा एंड पोस्ट डाल दिया. सुन भाई आज भी रोज गुजरात पंजाब हरियाणा यूपी बिहार सब जगह almost everywhere cow is treated like mother and cow is not killed or something like that. Improve your knowledge, buddy. Don't be act smart so that
Don't be act smart.
Yeah, don't be act smart
Wow.
so that you may get famous in social line too. Pata karo, dairy is life of most of villagers. Don't just post anything, give it any other word and dairy.
So, ignoring what Mr. Beast 3019 underscore said, do you guys want to know a bit about the dairy industry? I'll
Yeah.
briefly tell you. So, cows, you guys are engineers, I'm sure you guys are very intelligent. Cows are mammals, humans are mammals. When do female mammals lactate? When they give birth. Yeah? They only lactate for a few years after that. Same goes for cows. Cows only lactate for a while after they give birth. Now, so these cows do produce milk. The female cows are made pregnant. Yeah. Then they form the child. Then they give birth. As soon as they give birth, the child is taken away from them. The cow is then milk is extracted. And then they're made pregnant again. Again, the same cycle, and the cow, the baby, is taken away. The baby is fed like normal stuff. If it's a male cow, then it's chopped up after a few months, and it's used as veal, which is a delicacy meat. If it's a female cow, it grows up and it goes through the same cycle. It's made pregnant and for dairy. After these cows age and they're like, they're just sort of too old to produce good milk, and they're left on the streets or they're killed for meat. So that's the story. So I do know my facts, Mr. Beast. Now I'm not saying that you should stop drinking dairy straight away. I know it's a very very important thing growing up in India. I've grown up in an Indian family myself. But it's something that needs change, and it's got to start somewhere, right? So if you know this in your mind, and if you feel that no, it's something that I don't want to do going forward, don't do it. So you guys, if you need any more knowledge, any more facts about this, I'd be happy to share it. And I do plan to share it through my social media handles as well.
I think you should give English classes.
I think he needs a hug more than anything. So
Don't be act smart.
So Rohan, thank you for being on the first ever video. I didn't expect you to come on the first video.
I would come, man. I live right literally just down the road, so I'd be happy to come.